What's up, guys? My name's Arianna.
And I'm Maple.
And today we're watching Game of Thrones. We're on Season 1, Episode 3.
And don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to check us out on Patreon, where we're further ahead. You can get full-length reactions as well as early access to future YouTube videos before they release.
Welcome, Lord Stark. Grand Maester Pycelle has called a meeting of the small council. The honor of your presence is requested.
Wow, it's very ornate.
Thank the gods you're here, Stark.
Grandeur.
Oh, shut up.
About time we had some stern northern leadership.
Glad to see you're protecting the throne.
Steady old thing. How many king's asses have polished it, I wonder?
Very handsome armor. Not a scratch on it.
People have been swinging at me for years, but they always seem to miss.
Chosen your opponents wisely, then.
I have a knack for it. Must be strange for you, coming into this room.
Why?
I'm standing right here when it happened. It was very brave, your brother. And your father, too. He didn't deserve to die like that. Nobody deserves to die like that.
But you just stood there and watched.
500 men, and this room was silent as a crypt. Except for the screams, of course. And the Mad King laughing. When I watched the Mad King die, I remembered him laughing as your father burned.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
It felt like justice.
Is that what you tell yourself at night? You're a servant of justice. That you were avenging my father when you shoved your sword in Aerys Targaryen's back.
Tell me, if I stabbed the Mad King in the belly instead of the back, would you admire me more?
You served him well. When serving was safe. Lord Varys.
I was grievously sorry to hear of your troubles on the King's Road. We are all praying for Prince Joffrey's full recovery.
Oh, shut up.
You didn't say a prayer for the butcher's son. Renly. You looking well?
And you look tired from the road. I told them this meeting could wait another day, but...
But we have a kingdom to look after. I've hoped to meet you for some time, Lord Stark. No doubt Lady Catelyn has mentioned me.
She has, Lord Baelish. I understand you knew my brother Brandon as well.
All too well. I still carry a token of his esteem, from navel to collarbone.
Perhaps you chose the wrong man to duel with.
Well, it wasn't the man that I chose, my lord. It was Catelyn Tully. A woman worth fighting for, I'm sure you'll agree.
How many years has it been? You were a young man.
And you served another king.
Oh, how forgetful of me. So, this belongs to you now. Should we begin?
Without the king?
Winter may be coming, but I'm afraid the same cannot be said for my brother.
His Grace has many cares. He entrusts some small matters to us that we might lighten the load.
We are the lords of small matters here.
My brother instructs us to stage a tournament in honor of Lord Stark's appointment as Hand of the King.
40,000 gold dragons to the champion, 20,000 to the runner-up, 20,000 to the winning archer.
I'll have to borrow it. The Lannisters will accommodate, I expect. We already owe Lord Tywin 3 million gold. What's another 80,000?
Are you telling me the crown is 3 million in debt?
I'm telling you the crown is 6 million in debt.
How could he let this happen?
The king and the hand spend it.
I will not believe Jon Arryn allowed Robert to bankrupt the realm. I'll speak to him tomorrow.
Okay.
This
6
tournament is an
million in
extravagance
debt.
we cannot afford.
As you will, but still, we'd best make our plan.
There will be no plans until I speak to Robert. Forgive me, my lords.
Ow, please, it's nearly healed.
Oh my god, that is such a tiny-ass little bite.
It's ugly. A king should have scars. It's ugly. A direwolf. You're a warrior.
He didn't fight it off.
I'm not like him. I didn't fight off anything. It bit me, and all I did was scream.
At least he's honest with his mom.
Both of them. That's not true. You killed the beast.
No.
You only spared the girl because of the love your father bears her father.
I didn't.
When Aerys Targaryen sat on the Iron Throne, your father was a rebel and a traitor. Someday, you'll sit on the throne and the truth will be what you make it.
Oh, so she's basically telling him you have the right to lie.
I have to marry her.
Do I have to marry her?
Yes.
Why? Because she saw you scream?
She's very beautiful and young.
What?
And if you don't like her, you only need to see her on formal occasions and when the time comes to make little princes and princesses. Do something nice for the Stark girl. I don't want to. No.
Why?
The occasional kindness was
because your ego's hurt?
trouble down the road. We allow the Northerns too much power.
What the f*** are you talking? Sorry.
Are equals. How would you handle them?
No, they don't. He's
I double
just
their taxes. I
okay.
command them to supply 10,000 men to the Royal Army.
The Royal Army?
Why should every lord command his own men? It's primitive. No better than the hill tribes, we should have a standing army of men loyal to the crown.
And if the Northerners rebel?
I'd crush them. Seize Winterfell and install someone loyal to the realm as Warden of the North. Uncle Kevin, maybe.
And these 10,000 Northern troops, would they fight for you or their lord?
For me, I'm their king.
Mm-hmm. You've just invaded their homeland. The North cannot be held. Not by an outsider. It's too big and too wild. And when the winter comes, the seven gods together couldn't save you and your royal army. A good king knows when to save his strength and when to destroy his enemies.
So you agree? The Starks aren't enemies.
Everyone who isn't us is an enemy.
She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, dude.
Enough of that, young lady. Eat your food.
I'm practicing.
Like, she's not dumb, but she's diabolical.
Liar, stop.
He's a liar and a coward, and he killed my friend.
The Hound killed your friend.
The Hound does whatever the prince tells him to do.
You're an idiot.
You're a liar, and if you told the truth, Micah would be alive.
Enough.
What's happening here?
Aya would rather act like a beast than a lady.
Go to your room. We'll speak later.
Giving this poor nanny a run for her tuppence or whatever the shillings.
Always easier than daughters.
Coins. Whatever they're paying these people with. I forget what the currency, what they said it was.
Dragons?
May I come in? Whose sword is that?
Mine?
Give it to me. I know this maker's mark. This is Micken's work. Where did you get this? This is no toy. Little lady shouldn't play with swords.
I wasn't playing. And I don't want to be a lady.
What do you want with this?
It's called Needle.
A blade with a name. And who were you hoping to skewer with Needle? Your sister? Do you know the first thing about sword fighting?
Sticking with the pointy end.
That's the essence of it.
I was trying to learn. I asked Micah to practice with me. I asked him. It was my fault.
Oh, sweet girl, no. You didn't kill the butcher's boy.
I hate all of them. The Hound, the Queen and the King, and Joffrey and Sansa.
Sansa was dragged before the king and queen and asked to call the prince a liar.
So was I. He is a liar.
Shh, darling, listen to me. Sansa will be married to Joffrey someday. She cannot betray him. She must take his side, even when he's wrong.
But how can you let her marry someone like that?
There it is. That's the real question.
Look at me.
Yeah, Dad, you're not protecting
We're a
us.
Stark of Winterfell. You know our words.
Winter is coming.
You were born in the long summer.
Born in the long.
And anything else.
You were born in the
Now
long.
winter is truly coming. And in the winter, we must protect ourselves. Look after one another.
I don't hate her. Not really.
I don't want to frighten you, but I won't lie to you either. We've come to a dangerous place.
Also, why did Arya come with?
Ourselves.
I'm a little lost
Yeah,
on
that is true.
point.
Why did she need to go?
I can keep it.
Try not to stab your sister with it.
Maybe just for better marriage prospects, maybe?
If you're going to own a sword, you better know how to use it.
Don't listen to it. Crows are all liars. I know a story about a crow.
I hate your stories.
I know a story about a boy who hated stories. I could tell you about Sir Duncan the Tall. Those were always your favourites.
Those weren't my favourites. My favourites were the scary ones.
Get your supper, I want some time with him. One time she told me the sky is blue because we live inside the eye of a blue-eyed giant named Macumba.
Maybe we do.
How do you feel? You still don't remember anything? I've seen you climb 1,000 times. In the wind, in the rain, 1,000 times. You never fall.
I did, though. It's true, isn't it? What Maester Lewin says about my legs.
They broken?
Probably paralyzed.
Yeah, I mean, it's been what? He was a month and then
Be dead.
however much more time. Probably another month on top of that to get back.
I'd rather be dead.
He's little. Why is he saying that?
Because he's paralyzed and he can't climb anymore.
Welcome to King's Landing, Lady Stark. Would you mind following us?
I would. We've done nothing wrong.
We've been instructed to escort you into the city.
Instructed? I don't know who's providing your instructions, but
Follow me, Lady Stark.
You little worm! You take me for some back alley Sally you can drag into a
literal brothel.
I meant no disrespect.
You know, with like the Karma Sutra on the wall.
How dare you bring me here? Have you lost your mind?
No one will come looking for you here. Isn't that what you wanted? I'm truly
Yeah.
sorry about the locale.
How did you know I was coming to King's Landing?
A dear friend told me.
Lord Varys.
To see you again after so many years is a blessing.
How did you know I was coming?
Knowledge is my trade, my lady. Did you bring the dagger with you by any chance? My little birds are everywhere. Even
He's got little bird.
He's a little... He is the tea master. He's got all the tea.
Tea master.
You know whose dagger this is?
I must admit I do not.
Well, well, this is an historic day. Something you don't know that I do.
What?
With only one dagger like this in all of the 7 kingdoms, it's mine.
Yours?
At least it was, until the tournament on Prince Joffrey's last name day. I bet on Sir Jaime in the jousting, as any sane man would. When the Knight of the Flowers unseated him, I lost this dagger.
To whom?
Tyrion Lannister. The imp.
But they want to implicate him because he's too smart. They want to get him out of the way.
No, for real, because he's already cast out of the other brother and sister, so...
Lord Snow here grew up in the castle, spitting down on the likes of you. Do you think Ned Stark's bastard bleeds like the rest of us?
Damn.
Well, Lord Snow, it appears you're the least useless person here. Go clean yourselves up. There's only so much I can stomach in a day.
Charming man.
I don't need him to be charming. I need him to turn this bunch of thieves and runaways into men of the Night's Watch.
And how's that going, Commander Mormont?
A raven came for Ned Stark's son.
Good news or bad?
Both.
I meant to give you this earlier. A raven from Winterfell this morning.
Well, unscroll it. Come on now.
Good news? Perhaps you'd like to share it with your wife.
My wife is in Winterfell.
Is she?
Except she's not.
I thought that she'd be safest in here. One of several such establishments I own.
Oh, he owns the whorehouse.
A very funny man.
Ned!
Oh.
Ah, the Starks. Quick tempers, slow minds. Broke my nose, bastard.
Okay, well...
It's an improvement.
Oh.
What you looking at, Halfman?
I'm looking at you. You've got an interesting face. Very distinctive faces. All of you.
And what do you care about our faces?
It's just, I think they would look marvelous decorating spikes in King's Landing. Perhaps I'll write to my sister, the Queen, about it.
Oh yeah, you always forget, like, literally obvious things.
Everybody knew what this place was. And no one told me. No one but you. My father knew, and he left me to rot at the wall all the same.
Gren's father left him too, outside a farmhouse when he was 3.
Mm.
Pip was caught stealing a wheel of cheese his little sister hadn't eaten in 3 days. He was given a choice, his right hand or the wall. I've been asking...
So it is like a prison.
They hate me because I'm better than they are.
It's a lucky thing none of them are trained by master-at-arms like your Sir Roderick. I don't imagine any of them have ever held a real sword before they came here. Oh,
So he does have an advantage.
your brother Bran has woken up.
Jolly, jolly!
The suggestion that the Queen's brother tried to kill your boy would be considered treason.
We have proof. We have the blade.
Which Lord Tyrion will say was stolen from him. The only man who could say otherwise has no throat, thanks to your boy's wolf.
Peter has promised to help us find the truth. He's like a little brother to me, Ned. He would never betray my trust.
I'll try to keep you alive, for her sake.
Peter?
Fool's task, admittedly, but I've never been able to refuse your wife anything.
I won't forget this.
What has the boy told them?
Nothing. He said nothing. He remembers nothing.
Then what are you raving about?
What if it comes back to him? He tells his father what he saw.
We'll say he was lying. We'll say he was dreaming. We'll say whatever we like.
And my husband.
I'll go to war with them if I have to. They can write a ballad about us. The war for Cersei's...
Ew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, slap him. You're fucking your brother.
Boy won't talk. And if he does, I'll kill him. Ned Stark, the king, the whole of them until you and I are the only people left in this world.
I wish I could see the girls.
It's too dangerous until we know who our enemies are.
I know they did it, Ned. The Lannisters in my bones, I know it.
Littlefinger's right. I can't do anything without proof.
Littlefinger? How many fucking names does this guy have?
He's got nicknames.
Toby, that temper of yours is a dangerous thing.
My temper? You nearly killed poor Littlefinger yesterday.
He still loves you.
Oh, man.
Does he?
He said he can't say no to her.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have like a little thing? Okay.
All the families feel very intertwined, like the Starks. And
Yeah, there's
the
not
Tullys
a lot of people technically, so.
Yes, it's been a long time. But I still remember every face. You remember your first?
Of course, Your Grace.
Who was it?
That's Hiroshi. Never learnt the name.
How do you do it?
Lance through the heart.
Mine was some Tarly boy at the Battle of Summerhall. He came running at me, this dumb, high-born lad, thinking he could end the rebellion with a single swing of his sword. Caved in his breastplate.
And this.
Probably shattered every rib he had. Now the Tarleys bend the knee like everyone else. He could have lingered on the edge of the battle with the smart boys, and today his wife would be making him miserable. His sons would be ingrates. So come on. We're telling war stories. Who was your first kill, not counting old men?
One of the outlaws in the Brotherhood. I was there that day. You were only a squire, 16 years old.
Oh, dang.
You killed Simon Toyne with the counter riposte. Good fighter, Toyne. But he lacked stamina.
You're outlaw. Any last words?
I cut his head off, so now.
What about Aerys Targaryen? What did the Mad King say when you stabbed him in the back? Did he call you a traitor? Did he plead for a reprieve?
He said the same thing he'd been saying for hours. Burn them all. If that's all, Your Grace.
He's scary too.
Do the Dothraki buy their slaves?
The Dothraki don't believe in money. Most of their slaves were given to them as gifts.
From whom?
If you rule a city and you see the horde approaching, you have two choices. Pay tribute or fight. Of course, sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes a Carl feels insulted by the number of slaves he's given. He might think the men too weak or the women too ugly.
Okay, so the call is like basically their king, and Khaleesi is the queen.
Tell them all to stop.
You want the entire horde to stop? For how long?
Until I command them otherwise.
You're learning to talk like a queen.
Not a queen. A Khaleesi.
Oh, okay.
You dare! You give commands to me. To me.
Shut the fudge up. Why are you coming in so hot?
Command the dragon. I am Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. I don't take orders from savages or their sluts. Do you hear me?
Yeah, mother fudger.
Rakaro asked if you want him dead, Khaleesi.
No!
Rakaro say you should take ear to teach respect.
Please don't hurt him.
Why?
I don't want my brother harmed. Khaleesi wasalo memenem asisa.
I don't get it either.
They're like, okay.
I would have been like, take him out.
Well, what? Kill these Dothraki dogs!
No, you can't.
I am your king!
But you're not a king of anything right now.
The Khalasar, Khaleesi.
Hell yeah, look at it.
Yeah.
He sucks.
But you did it for the power, did you not? You married her off for power.
To your army. Like, to the army that you thought you were gonna get. So, like...
Sucks to suck, big guy.
Being a dick to your sister is not gonna work. She probably wants to get away from you.
Oh, look at you, you little flamboyant asshole. It's all...
Walk.
It's all... Ooh. He's too much pageantry for me. That's the issue. He's like all pageantry. And I'm like, you... Okay, so you think you're the rightful king, but you have nothing to back it up.
Kind of like, just like Joffrey.
Yeah.
Almost. Like, he's like, please don't, oh my god, I'm being bit by a dog.
I mean, it's definitely one of those things, I guess, is like bred into you when you're born into privilege and you're born to eventually possibly rule. Except it sounds like he was the second brother, so like you were never going to rule anyway, probably, until you killed your brother. Oh, this is what the elevator is? Just a man turning a crank?
Going up.
That's a manpower if I ever did see it.
I'd be like, can you not use it right now? I'm really tired. Oh my god.
Jeez. This is what you wanted, Jon Snow.
Well, it's nice. It has a little bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Just ring it when you're ready to come down.
Very
and I'll
sophisticated.
slowly take it back.
Oh god. The wind? God, it makes me want to buy like a cape really bad. A cloak.
A cloak? Oh.
So it is, it's straight up ice.
That's wild.
Big wall.
I wanted to be here.
Big wall.
When you saw it for the first time, I'm leaving this morning.
You're leaving?
I'm the first ranger. My job is out there. There have been disturbing reports.
What kind of reports?
White Walkers.
That I don't want to believe.
I'm ready. I won't let you down.
You're no ranger, Jon.
But I'm better than every other.
Better than no one. Here, a man gets what he earns, when he earns it.
Fair enough.
We'll speak when I return.
Wait, he's going out there?
Yeah, he's first ranger.
I fear he may not be returning.
When you're 100 miles north of the wall and you ate your last meal a week ago, you leave nothing for the wolves. What about you, my lord? What's the strangest thing you've eaten?
Do Dornish girls count?
Worm salt. What about you?
So,
worm salt?
Worm salt.
Nice watch. It's a joke to you, is it? Is that what we are, Lannister? An army of jesters in black.
Woof.
We don't have enough men to be an army, and aside from Bjorn here, none of you are particularly funny.
I hope we provided you with some good stories to tell when you're back in King's Landing. Half the boys you've seen training will die north of the wall.
Might be a wildling's axe that gets them. Might be sickness. Might just be the cold. They die in pain.
Oof.
They do it. So plump little lords like you can enjoy their summer afternoons in peace and comfort.
Listen, Benjen, may I call you Benjen?
Call me what you like.
I'm not sure what I've done to offend you. I have great admiration for the Night's Watch. I have great admiration for you as First Ranger.
You know, my brother once told me that nothing someone says before the word but really counts.
But I don't believe that giants and ghouls and White Walkers are lurking beyond the wall.
I think that's your own mistake.
The only difference between us and the wildlings,
You need to watch episode 1.
our ancestors happen to live on the right side of it.
You're right. The wildlings are no different from us. A little rougher, maybe, but they're made of meat and bone. I know how to track them and I know how to kill them. It's not the wildlings giving me sleepless nights. You've never been north of the wall, so don't tell me what's out there.
Truth that.
Keep well, keep warm.
Enjoy the capital.
Oh, I always do.
So he gets to go to the capital?
I guess.
I think he's starting to like me. Going below.
Aye. Into the tunnel and out the other side. He'll be north of the wall for a month or two.
Oh.
That's a lot.
So, you're heading down to King's Landing too?
I get about half of my recruits from their dungeons.
Let's share the road. I could use some decent company.
I travel a bit on the grubby side, my lord.
Not this time. We'll be staying at the finest castles and inns. No one turns away a Lannister.
Oh. What are you doing? When was last time you bleed, Khaleesi? You change, Khaleesi.
You're pregnant?
Pregnant.
For a man on horseback, the curved blade is a good thing.
Khaleesi zalomeme adaka esina khajalan. Ugiloy mawizi.
Wo wizi vi godziny?
Esas lo alegri ha anhan. Muri ala jafi ma jijin allegra.
Xirriti lo allegri ġivi kissi. Wo wizi vo allegri. Xti fe kissi naħrirun? Xti?
The Khaleesi have baby inside her. It is true. She does not bleed for 2 moons.
Jazava vezufun.
She does not want to eat horse.
I'll have the boys butcher a goat for supper. I need to ride to Quahog.
We ride for Vas Dotrak.
Don't worry. I'll catch you. The hoard's easy to find.
How many winters have you seen, Lord Tyrion?
8. No.
Okay, so they're like...
All of them brief?
Well, they say the winter of my birth was 3 years long, Maester Aemon.
This summer has lasted 9. But reports from the Citadel tell us the days grow shorter. Winter is coming. This one will be long, and dark things will come with it.
We've been capturing wildlings. More every month. They're fleeing south. The ones who flee say they've seen the White Walkers.
Fishermen of Lannisport say they see mermaids.
One of our own rangers swore he saw them kill his companions. He swore it right up to the moment Ned Stark chopped his head off.
The Night's Watch is the only thing standing between the realm and what lies beyond. And it has become an army of undisciplined boys and tired old men. There are less than 1,000 of us now. We can't man the other castles on the wall. We can't properly patrol the wilderness. We've barely enough resources to keep our lads armed and fed.
Your sister sits by the side of the king. Tell her we need help.
When winter does come, God's help us all if we're not ready.
Will she allocate? I mean, they're already 6 million in debt, according to my records.
According to my accounting stuff.
I have it written down right here, so.
Merak,
Kufino seyanese.
Anna, Sekenessa.
I'm sorry to see you leave, Lannister.
It's either me or this cold, and it doesn't appear to be going anywhere.
Will you stop at Winterfell on your way south?
I expect I will.
If you see my brother Bran, tell him I miss him.
Take care, Snow.
Farewell, my lord.
And I just genuinely feel like it was not him. His brother and sister are diabolical.
I mean, but they say he's the clever one, though. So who knows? Who knows if he's playing a late game to get them out of the way or something? Like, he's setting them up.
Here at midday.
But not really, though, because, like, also...
Your dancing master, Sirio Forel. Tomorrow.
Sirio Forel.
Now pick it up.
I love this for her.
That is not the way, boy. It is not a great sword that is needing 2 hands to swing it.
It's too heavy.
It is heavy as it needs to be to make you strong. Now the grip, let me see.
This is great that they're getting her set up.
The grip must be delicate.
What if I drop it?
The steel must be part of your arm. 9 years, Sirio Forel was first sword to the Sea Lord of Bravos.
Like how he's speaking about himself in first person.
That is the grip. You are not holding a battle axe. You are holding
a needle.
Oh.
I love it. He's so, like, enthusiastic.
Remember, child.
Yes.
Feel like they're about to tango.
This is not the dance of the Westeros we are learning. The Knight's dance. Harking and hammering. This is the Bravos dance.
Yes.
The water dance.
Feels like a tango.
All men are made of water.
Beautiful, but deadly.
If you pierce them, the water leaks out.
I love the way they filmed this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Now you will try to strike me. Up. Oh. Dead. Very dead.
He's having like PTSD.
That was a sharp, sharp, sharp colors.
All right, so interesting developments. Commander at the Northern Wall is that guy's dad. With Khaleesi and Drogo, called Drogo. I think, is from what I understand.
That's the way it seemed to me.
Yeah, and he
was he at the
abandoned
wall?
him.
Was he at?
Yeah,
he was
he's
at
the
wall.
commander.
Yeah.
At the wall. And her brother got a smackdown.
He deserved it.
Yeah,
His pageantry is annoying. You're a king without a throne, so calm down.
Yeah, the fact that like he didn't go into it basically trying to take command of the army. Like, when does he think that's gonna happen? Like, so if you didn't already ask about that, you basically just married your sister off.
And she has more power than he does.
Yeah, and
because
like
they respect the queen.
Yes.
So you suck.
Yeah. Freaking Peter Lord Baelish Littlefinger. Please rise.
Has a crush on good old
Cat for sure. Ned looks unwell.
Ned's stressed out. I feel like him nipping the tournament in the bud is really going to come back to haunt him.
Yeah.
Happy that he brought Arya, a teacher, to learn how to play sword.
Yeah, that is cool. That is nice of him.
Jaime Lannister is
a freak
sketch as hell.
He's unwell, but so is
so is Cersei.
But I can't tell, like, was this always mutual, or that's what I'm confused about. Like, I want to know.
He seems very gung-ho about the whole thing. He's like, I did it for love, or did it for the last one, the things I do for love.
And maybe it's because I don't know. I'm so sorry. You're so correct in saying that, like, Joffrey's too fucking blonde. Like, if she's talking about her first kid having dark hair, which questionable that kid died. Questionable at this point.
Jaime probably killed him.
Yeah, they probably killed that first kid, and then
because who knows how long Jaime and Cersei have been fucking.
No,
they've probably been banging since adolescent, to be honest.
And the fact, and for sure she probably.
So he was like, "Oh, that's clearly not my baby. Die, bitch! Rock to the head."
I mean, no, there's reason to doubt, right? I mean, I feel like what they've laid out so far.
Yeah.
Like there's reason to doubt.
Kat goes, "Oh, I didn't know about it." She basically said nobody knew about it because Jaime was like, "Fuck yo couch and killed your baby."
Right.
I don't know that for sure, but I mean, I think it's very odd. She had what? Because did you see the other kids? So the girl, super blonde.
Yeah.
The other kid, super blonde.
I know they're all blonde.
Super blonde.
Super blonde. They mentioned 7 kingdoms, 7 gods, a lot.
So, okay, so I was trying to count. So the 7 kingdoms. So Lord Varys, Lord Baelish, Grand Master, Lord Raylan, Lord Tywin. But 7 kingdoms in my brain means 7 kings, but it's not 7 kings.
It's the kingdoms,
space.
1 king, and then they have lords.
Multiple kingdoms, but usually sorry, in my brain, I'm like, I'm trying to follow this fictional thing, but I want it to make it sense in reality, and that's just not how it's
So then everything over the North Sea is something completely different.
The Narrow Sea?
Yeah, the Narrow Sea is completely different.
I think so, but that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because
it's different lands, it's different tribes.
Because the king, because
I think
Drogo
the 7 kingdoms only relates to
their
what they
conquered
run.
area.
Yeah.
Which is probably why what's her face and her brother went over the Narrow Sea was because they didn't have any command over any area.
Exactly, they're out of the kingdom.
Yeah.
But and I think was it this episode or last episode that we learned like the Dothraki don't have any ships either. So it's like
how does he expect them to
get across the sea?
Yeah, I mean,
he's obviously thinks that he's special, so maybe they'll learn to fly. The horses will become Pegasus.
Right. No, he's the dragon. They'll all get on his big ass balls.
That is what he said, didn't he? He goes, "I'm the dragon. You're not the dragon. You're a piece of shit."
He literally is ridiculous.
He gives little penis vibes.
Okay, and then I wanted to remember Wyla, Jon Snow's mother. However, it seems maybe that's not going to be
talked about for a minute.
Yeah, because now there's not really any reason to talk about it because Jon's not with
anyone. He's at the wall. He's
yeah.
with Benjen.
So I guess until he sees Ned again, he won't be talking about that. But
Arya training was sick.
Yeah, that was fun. I feel like the dagger.
So this is the way I feel because they always talk about how clever how do you say his name?
Tywin. He could be. I mean, because what else would like if he is known to be witty? Then
what I'm saying is, what if he does? I don't think he is supposed to know about Sansa and Jaime, but I think he might know about Cersei, not Sansa. God damn it, Cersei and Jaime.
Yeah,
but if he. Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense for it to be his dagger. I don't even think he would plan it as a thing. Do you know what I mean? Or
he just isn't coming across
he wouldn't have it traced back to him either way, even if he was clever. He wouldn't give away his sword.
Also,
somebody
why would he
too smart to use a thing that he won from a close friend of the Starks to send the killer with to kill the family. But a person trying to set him up.
Also, why would he go off with the one person that feels like he would need to prove himself to the family because he's the bastard? So why would he then put himself with the most dangerous member of the family? Because I feel like Jon Snow has the most like implication to need to prove himself to his family. So if word got to Jon about him providing a dagger to kill the kid, but
to kill Bran,
and the conversation
that would be a good plot pusher though.
But the conversation was only between the only people who cared about that shit was Jaime and Cersei, and would he fucking slapped up Joffrey.
He doesn't respect Joffrey at all.
No, he slapped him up to tell him, you need to go give him your good graces and, be nice. And he said he hoped, and it seemed like he was throwing shade at the table, be like, oh, I hope he does wake up so we can hear what he has to say. I'd love to hear what he has to say.
I don't think he likes his fucking family.
That's why I'm saying it's leaving me feeling like
his family.
Because he's also an outcast, which is why he related to Jon Snow, that is also maybe a little shady.
But also, it all could be shady. If you're playing your cards right and you're really playing the long game, it all could be twisted.
So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us and getting started on Game of Thrones. We will catch you in the next episode.
See you guys.
Bye.